All right, here with Dave Laraba, the co-director of the West Virginia State Soccer Tournament with Andrew Pennick of Woodrow Wilson. Dave, first of all, I know you need some funds to keep this thing going. Talk about what you're trying to do.
Well, what we're trying to do is the community has always been helpful, very helpful to us keeping this thing going on for almost 30 years now. The big difference is this year the SSAC added the third class, and we added Wednesday and Friday games, and so our expenses are again what our expenses are per game is the same no matter how many games you have. So we've added on not quite a third because Wednesday's not a full day. We're just using Klein Stadium, but it's an additional expense, maybe another $5,000-6,000 that we have, and we've had a really good bunch of supporters year after year. They give and they give, but now we're trying to reach out to other people. Say, hey, we need more people to give now. We've been okay, and we last year I think we made $17. Andrew said, because what people don't understand, and this is just the way it is with the SSAC and with tournaments. The ticket money and the merchandise money goes to the SSAC. Everything we do, we fund with the community support. Police, jam care, ticket takers, the workers, hospitality food for the officials and the referees and the coaches, and then rooms for the referees and for the SSAC. And so we need a little bit more money. We need a few more people to step up, and it's starting to happen. Okay. We had since Thursday, I think we had 3 more additional $1,000 sponsors, and then we've added a new category. Right. We just did it over the weekend. We published it on Monday, called Tournament Supporter, and it's $100. And if somebody just wants to give us $100, we're going to have 2 big banners at one at each stadium with everybody's name on it. And if you give us $100, we're going to publicize your name. And some people say, I'd like to help, but $250, and so give us $100, and we'll take your money and we'll put your name out there. So
give a little bit of background to how long the tournament's been here and how important it is to the city of Beckley.
The first one we did at Woodrow, and it was 95, 96, the first ones we did, and it was easy. We just had the 2 class, boys and girls, 1 class, and then we went to Wheeling, then it came back to us, and it went to Charleston, and then when this complex got built, we've had it 2002, the first championship the Woodrow boys won at Schonbaum in Charleston, and then since then it's been here since 2003. So 22 years plus about maybe 3-4 other years. So close to 30.
Right. I mean, you can't overemphasize the amount of effect that it has on the economy here in locally. I mean, Raleigh County all around. Really.
Well, people are here for 3 days, 4 days. Now they're going to come in Tuesday night. Some of them. There's going to be a lot of people here, especially in the AA single A, that have never experienced the tournament. We've found historically that the newer teams, more people come. Right. If it's their first year or they haven't been here in 10 years, then everybody in their cat comes. If you've been here 6, 7, 8 years in a row, you maybe can bring the whole crowd in one VW bus. So we were hoping with 8 schools that maybe haven't ever been here, other than St. Joe that won the first state tournament in 1988. And they may be, they look good to come back. So everybody else is going to be a new experience.
What's your favorite moment that's ever happened here? Was it the last year? Was it 10 2? I think you probably got
championships here for Beckley.
The first championship, well, the championship in 2010, the third one, when nobody thought there was a chance for us, was great. And to see Coach Rocky Powell win a state championship the senior year of both his sons was kind of cool.
Right.
And then having my son and my youngest grandson win last year was pretty cool too. You know, but the thing of it is, a school like Grafton came in the early 2000s. Grafton came. They had a real good team for several years, and they came the first year, and they got in the first game, and they ran into Charleston Catholic and got ran over. They came back the next year, they made it to the final, but they ran up against Catholic, and they didn't get ran over, but they didn't win. And well, then we had press conferences, as you remember, and the winning team was the last conference of the last game, and Grafton knew that the next year, the way the rotation works, the AA single A girls were going to be the last one of the day there. And so this one little girl who had been interviewed 3 years in a row, and they said to her, what do you think for next year? And she said, next year, we're going to be the last team interviewed, meaning that they were going to win the state championship. And the next year, when she came in after the state championship press conference, I said, remember what you told me last year? I said, I told you that we were going to be the last one, and we are. And that's the kind of thing that's neat, that people don't see that.
Right.
But to see these kids that work hard, they don't give up, they don't get discouraged, and they keep fighting, and then they come back. So that was good.
Dave, what can people do to get a hold of, if you can just tell us on here, and I'll publish the material, and Rusty,
Well,
I think you have already. So.
Yeah, well, my email it's really simple. It's dave@wvsoccer.net. And if you send me an email and or on Facebook, send me a message on Facebook. I got 2 today, and people said, hey, we want to help. Send me a message on Facebook, and we'll get connected and do whatever you want to do. Every little bit helps, and it lets us provide, like we get sandwiches for each of the players after the game. We get a discount from the local vendor, but we still pay for several hundred sandwiches before, during the tournament. So, but that's it's great for the economy. It's great for the people. It's great to see, and it's nice. Somebody said, "Oh, you just do this so Woodrow will win championships." So, well, they've won 3 in 20 years here. I mean, or 22 years since the first one was won in Charleston, and they've won 3 here. GW won 7. Who are we doing this for?
Right.
I mean,
It's basically for the city of Beckley. I mean,
it's good for the city, and businesses see an advantage, and some of the businesses really get it, and some of them don't. And it's like, if we can't keep it going, keep it funded, then we may have, at some point tell the SAC, hey, look, you need to look somewhere else.
You got to be happy with the way people run it too. I know Rusty said it. We used to say it at the paper all the time. Late Dan Stillwell said it. Everybody said it. One of the best run tournaments of the state tournaments that the SSAC does. You got to be proud of your people here in Beckley too, and want to keep it coming back, because this kind of becoming synonymous with Woodrow, especially with their success in the last 6-7 years, and before that even. But now coming back to the fore, you have to be proud of everybody that's associated with this.
We are. It's a good group of people. Some of the people have been involved since the first game.
Right.
There's some ball boys from the first few years that are going to walk as seniors tonight.
Right.
There's a little kid that helped with scorekeeping when he was 8th grade, 9th grade. That's helping me out here now. And of course, his older brother is coaching a team now. So there's a lot of people, you know. And again, the parents of some of these kids helped when they were little.
Right.
So it is good. A good group, good solid group of people that help. And we have new people. We have people recycle in and out, and it's good. Good people. I don't want to, it's hard to single out people, but Joe Bevel with Beaver Land Company is a big supporter of us, both financially and just labor-wise.
Right.
He's here all the time. He helps us out, and we just need people. We had some people, a couple of businesses have reached out to say, I'll encourage other people, maybe make a challenge. Beckley Water Company reached out with 4 volunteers working different. They want to work different times, different shifts. Now, 2 of them are former players, but that's what it's about, So, and another business reached out and said, we want to give you some money. We want to give you one volunteer for every shift.
Cool.
Great.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Dave, always appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate you, Dave.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.